Hey everybody, it's Cole. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here to hang out with me today. So today we'll be taking a look at my archives again. I did a part 1 for an archive deep dive a couple of months ago, and I thought it was time for a part 2. Just a little summary of what this is. Every time I find something that I like out of a book that I acquire or a magazine, I cut out the page and I scan it, use it for whatever I'm going to use it for, and put it in an archive box like this. I already pulled out another little chunk from the bottom of the box. It's going from oldest to newest. We'll pick up on what I had in the thumbnail of the last video but ended up not filming, which was misleading, and I'm sorry. But it's this lovely picture of the legend, the icon, Jenny Craig herself. This is from a Jenny Craig cookbook. You can see she's preparing a ladies' luncheon. I love the extreme femininity of everything that's going on. To drink with the luncheon, she's going to be making brandied peach ice milk. Yum! For some reason, that's the only Jenny Craig item that I have in this little pile here. So we're moving into some sport first aid. I remember this book being interesting because the illustration style is sort of, despite being about the body and sports, the proportions are like very wrong. You can see in this image, this doctor, her knees are at the ankles of this basketball player. Here's some gruesome injury images. Basketball player elbowing another one in the face. This is particularly hard to look at, which is earlobe avulsion. Her opponent has accidentally, I hope, stuck her finger through a hoop earring and has ripped this player's earlobe off. There's some little tiny bit of orange ink that is used as like an impact point. So you can see little tiny blood splatters from that. Internal organ injuries, again with that orange, interesting orange color. Basketball player's frowning face is very striking, very tragedy comedy mask. I don't know why basketball is being so heavily featured as like the most dangerous sport possible. One more from that book. Gymnast with an ankle injury. There's this really wonderful kind of starburst impact close-up on her ankle, and then you have a zoom out and these nice action lines, and her ponytail is like bounced up as an impact response. I like this one, and I also like that her face is concealed. It's a little bit of mystery. Now we're moving into Photoshop 8, a how-to book about Photoshop. It has some great kind of sequential image editing with these funny women. I just loved her seriousness when paired with this stupid looking beach ball. And then to go along, we have another kind of drop shadow situation with this girl on the beach with a very fake beach background, and then she's vanished at this point. One more. This I remember was odd because it was showing you how to make someone look slimmer. This woman was thicker in the other page, and then over here that shows you how to slim her down proportionately. Just what a fantastic pose. This chicken scratching pose. And her expression was also remarkable. These next ones are some of my favorite images that I have. It's a business book about being a manager, and here we have interviewing, reading positive signs during an interview. Great shot of this model here sitting with legs crossed, a low heel, chunky, clunky shoe, and a red suit. She looks awesome with her blue clipboard. What wonderful color combinations here. And a interaction shot teaching you how to avoid bias, talking to the receptionist here. More excellent primaries, lots of primary colors in this book, which I love primaries. I love my primaries, so I'm a fan of all that. Red, yellow, blue, nice. Here's another behaving discreetly over the phone. Okay, so we're moving on to, it was a book about like Mother's Day, but what was interesting about this one is that all of the illustrations are red, like rage red. So here's It's this frustrated mother scrubbing the floor, and this little boy is giving her dandelions, I guess, weeds. Thank you for that. Just something about the red tone really struck me as odd and frightening. Again, this is even better. Mom with a knife looking hungrily at her daughter as she cuts this pie. Those were kind of vintage moms. Here's a more contemporary mom. Has this really wonderful window frame, like framing device. It's like an actual window. So you're being a voyeur looking in at mom and baby. You can tell she's contemporary by her hairstyle, certainly. And also her large vase with fake twisty decorative plants in there. Oh, I spoke too soon. Here comes Jenny Craig back again. She's serving up peach spritzers. Looking beautiful and green. Fantastic red nails. Look at that. Gorgeous. As I've mentioned many times in many videos, I have a thing for hands. Here's some nice working shots from an interior design book. I think this might have been like a Laura Ashley interior design book. Looks like it based on these choices with this floral border. But you can see these hands in this watercolor illustration applying a wallpaper border. Yep. I cut out the title page from the book, Laura Ashley, Complete Guide to Home Decorating. I have cut out so many of these and they're so big, but it's a lot of the same. Here's some stencil work, applying a rose stencil to the wall carefully with this brush. I love the hands holding tools and doing simple tasks. Ooh, okay. This is a double-sided goodie. I don't know what this is from, though. It says breaking the rules in this fantastic, over here. Let me move over. It says breaking the rules in this fantastic font. It's just the same woman in like 2 different colored skirts. Wonderful. Before and after images. This is so cool. We have Tanae, Claire, and Ruth. Before and after, they're all have been transitioned into like Nancy Reagan red outfits. I guess their blue and tan tones weren't quite doing it. I just love that they moved them also like out of this oriental rug floating in outer space into this overheated looking library setting. With the same rug though, that magic carpet landed them in this hot library. More looks. Here's some wonderful fashion illustrations. I think this must be from the same book. You can see we have a couple of archetypes. We have a casual and executive, personal favorite of mine, and also romantic. Casual is doing some bird watching casually. Executive is being an executive, of course, on the phone. Romantic has 3 bunches of flowers all around her and is also wearing a floral print. Oh, and let's not forget, she had to be different from everybody else. Eclectic on the back. And she is an architect, it looks like. She has a T-square, so that's cool. You know, as I'm looking through this, everything, this is more from the same book, everything is saying petite. This says petite power, and here, I guess this maybe was a book about like dressing for a petite woman. This woman in a leotard sitting at a desk, in a desk chair, in sort of a typing position. I just love that, these kind of doll-like dummy poses, especially in a profile. It's just like so regimented and stiff, showing you how to sit properly in a chair. Just wonderful. Please note the heavy, heavy blush. And one more for that book, this really cool silhouette trio of Beth, Sarah, and Joanne. Ooh, so it's time for some science. I just have like a lot of kind of cool, very like rubbery looking, bright colored textural bits. This would be protein structures. I don't know. I just liked the colors. Easy to please, I am. And some colorful DNA strands. I'm sure that they really look like this inside your body. At least mine do. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh my God, yes. This brain comparison of this girl's brain and then a cat brain, and it's like there's an arrow pointing up, like implication of a connection between the two. Maybe I'm just reading into it too much. Working out, muscle fibers, a strong young woman lifting weights up over her head, making your skeleton move, it says. Oh yeah, oh my god, I love this. This is so fun. Look how joyful this gymnastics image is. You can see there's also these really excellent silhouette figures down here. Kind of uncomfortable and unsettling, this creepy skeleton guts and stuff doing these ballet poses in this elegant, clean, graceful way. I like that juxtaposition. And yet another ballet dancer with more of microscopic, you know, slices of her tissues and stuff. Oh, this is a great one. This is about E. coli, I believe. Oh, hookworms? Yes, hookworms. So if you were ever curious about how you could acquire your very own hookworms, cows that are eating hookworm eggs and then improperly prepared beef, and you can see here's our star eating a undercooked beef burger infected with tapeworms. With suckers and hooks, the tapeworm attaches to the lining of its host's, she's a hostess, small intestine. Science is so fascinating, huh? Nice little shot of a young woman investigating a lobster. Here is a classification of modern humans, species, genus, order, kingdom, but of course our modern human figure is this girl walking here with a white headband and a white belt and a white bangle bracelet. Very modern. And I mean, just look at this. Awesome, enough said. Rubbery, kind of wiry looking capillaries and arteries in this blue hand. Science books are just so cool. I feel like they're underrepresented as far as found image things that I see on social media. They have so much there and everything is so vibrant and so textural, very clean, despite being often about like dirty, disgusting things like guts and tapeworms and poop and stuff. Oh, here's a better shot of the ballet dancing arteries put within the context of cholesterol problems. This book is like an anatomy book or like a health book, muscular strength through endurance. There's a weightlifter. You can see she's looking very like contemporary with her athleisure look. And we have these great action arrows up and down as she is doing bicep curls. So cool. I love that. Love sequences. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. These workout looks. Look at this. Extraordinary. She's on a white and blue stationary exercise bike. Her friend is reaching out, pressing her neck and manually taking her pulse while looking at a wristwatch. They're both wearing these floral leotards with black leggings and white workout shoes with white scrunched down socks. Super tan on this gray modeled picture day background. There's like so much going on. Love the narrative. What is the relationship between these women? I gotta know more. And actually we have an even better close-up of our pulse taker. She's taking her own pulse here. You can see her leotard better and her hair and makeup as well. Excellent. I think that's a good place to stop for today. I hope you enjoyed part 2 of this archive deep dive. I feel like it's a little bit self-indulgent for me to be going through this stuff just because it's all things that I have already seen before, but it's fun. It's fun to remember how great all these images are and to have them all kind of condensed in one place and remember where they came from. So I hope to see you next Sunday for another new video. And until then, take care.